Hey guys, just quickly before we get into today's video, I'm just going to take a quick sort of 30 seconds to a minute just to go over a couple of things. The main point is I recorded this on Thursday last week. The plan was to upload it on Friday for the second episode to be uploaded where this video is now at. The reason why that wasn't the case is purely because I was going to edit on Friday. I had plenty of time to do that. I just couldn't do certain types of editing, and Thursday night I came up with this brilliant idea for an intro. Now that would have involved getting source material and a voiceover. My voice was not suitable for that. Ignore my phone, I'm really sorry, I forgot to put that on silent. And you know, putting it all together, which would have been fine. And then I realised over the weekend I didn't actually have the time to, you know, seek out, get someone to do the voiceover quickly, because you obviously, you know, that's not free. Not that that's an issue, could have paid for it, I just couldn't get someone to do it in the time frame required for a Monday release. And I just didn't have the time to go and search for all the source material, so that's why that's not in. I don't know if I'll do it in the future. I think because it needed to be in the first episode for me personally to do that, but just change the days that it says in the video from Friday upload to Monday upload, and from Monday to Wednesday. It's going to be 3 days a week, this series, just to maintain the consistency on the channel. I've not met that recently. There'll be another video explaining more on that very, very soon, if not tonight. But much love guys, thanks for popping in, enjoy this episode and this series hopefully, and I'll catch you all later. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube, where we're starting a brand new save with Rangers. This looks all very familiar. We've got Zombie Man back, you know, it looks all very, very familiar, but it's not. I'm going to let you look at the squad here. We are going all the way back. I'm just going to double check the year to make sure I'm correct. This is a 2001-2002 database done by the amazing Mad Scientist FM. Big shout out to him. All his links and a link to this database will be down below in the comment section. This is kind of going back, way back for me. This is when I was, you know, I remember bits of it earlier. It's a little bit after sort of like I started going to the football, but it's that sort of era where I was really watching it every week. You know, the games are still on BBC, free to watch. You would get the highlights, and sports team was actually good. As crazy as that sounds, you know, a lot of people won't believe me when I say that, but you know, we've got an absolute plethora of quality players here with Rangers. So we've got Kloss, Moore, Amoruso, Rickson. I didn't even check Rickson. I've been having a little flick through all the players in the league, you know, just flying back memories. What a player Rickson was, by the way. Conterman, Newman, Vidmar, Michael Ball. Top player. I mean, look at some of these stats. Nerlinger, Claudio Reyna. I think we've just lost George Alberts this season, because I was really hoping to get Alberts in. He's away back to HSV. That kind of sucks. I'm going to scout him. I would love to bring him back. I mean, look at that. What a player. We've got Barry Ferguson, just to click on him. Unbelievable player. Russell Latipe. This guy played until he was about 40 while smoking about 40 cigarettes a day. It was crazy good. You've got Kanchelskis, who probably would suit more being here, to be honest. Ronald De Boer, of course. We've got Stephen Hughes, young prospect. We've got Shot Avalade. Look at his stats. I'm actually just going to search someone up right now, right? We're going to go to this one and compare the stats with Shot Avalade. And I'll tell you what, there's not a huge amount in this. Obviously Ronaldo is actually, you know, overall better. In fact, actually is not. If we have a look here, technicals, Avalade wins. Okay, granted, Ronaldo wins some key stats, dribbling and finishing, long shots, long throws, not so important, penalties just. Mentals, Ronaldo wins in this sort of area, the determination, the flair, leadership off the ball, but not by a huge amount other than leadership, anticipation and composure. But it's equal in terms of the overall, and Avalade wins the physicals against R9. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm not saying Avalade was better than R9, before anyone thinks I am. We've got a young Kenny Miller, Claudio Caniggia, Michael Moles. Again, just look at these stats. Unbelievably good. Billy Dodds, Torrey Andre Flow Rangers, obviously most expensive ever signing. So I wanted to bring something that I could really get into, you know, have a bit of fun with. You know, we can sign some Scottish guys who maybe could have done better with their careers, or, you know, develop them a little bit. We could sign some big name players, hopefully, that maybe are still slightly under the radar. Now, with this database, I've loaded every league that Steam said was available. So we've got England, Championship and above, France, Ligue 1 only, Bundesliga only for Germany, Serie B and above for Italy, Scottish Premiership only for Scotland. So unlikely we would be in a position to get relegated, but we can get relegated, and the second division and above in Spain. So, you know, that's absolutely brilliant. We've got 27 million in the bank. We're getting £4.5 million to spend. We have just finished second in the league. Just for these stats, by the way, are all based off, I believe, what the CM0102 database was. So I do need to go through, you know, key free agents and stuff. You know, so we have just finished second in the league. If I can find club info, that'll show that. So yeah, as you see, finished second in the league. The previous year we had the two sort of big Advocaat years just before that, and then a few years earlier Rangers finishing their 9 in a row campaign. Obviously a big contrast to where it is now, where it's kind of the start of the opposite end of that, if you like. But you know, I wanted something to bring this back, and I just felt this was the save. I was going to do a retro save last year. I was going to do, you know, lots of things last year that didn't come around for whatever reason. This year's been a bit hit and miss YouTube wise. There's going to be an update video, whether that's out before or after this video, I'm not sure. I've not recorded it yet in terms of what's happening with the YouTube. But this series is going to take us through to FM22. It's just going to be a bit of fun. So I tell you what, in the comment section down below, let me know what players from this era you would love to sign. We do also have young Messi, I believe should be in here. There he is, Lionel Messi. We'll scout him. He's 14 years old. And we do also have young Ronaldo. Where is he? He's at Sporting again. We'll scout him. None of them look particularly great right now, let's be honest. But you know, let's go scouting them, because we're going to need somebody, because our youth centre, you know, it's not great. It's not great, let's be honest. The reserves looks fairly filled out. We've got this guy who I've never heard of, with a fair amount of potential. Lummenkranz, obviously, you can get promoted. We've got McCann as well, who it's sent to sell, and he doesn't look that great, let's be honest, as well. We've got Morris Ross in here, Graham Smith, and then you've got the under-18s. We've got nobody really in here. Chris Burke can go into the reserve squad, but you know, it is based on that era. We've got Alan McGregor, who won't be massively potentialed like he, well, say massive potential, you know. I don't think he ever fulfilled his potential in real life. I think he's a top quality goalkeeper that never played at the top level, but you know, is what it is. He's not going to have that kind of potential. You know, you're seeing 3.5 star there. Stefan Klos, by comparison, is kind of where I'd expect him to be able to develop to. Excuse me, is 3.5 star. No caps for Klos. I mean, I know he had Oliver Kahn ahead of him, but that's bonkers for me. Anyway, guys, I am going to go. We're going to have a review of all the staff. Now, there is some discrepancies because Graham Murray's still here as the head performance analyst. But I'm going to go through all the staff, kind of get out the ones who I feel are not good enough, bring in new staff, and you know, go from there. This will be a time lapse. I've done it before. I really enjoyed it. Let's see how it goes. See you in a bit, guys. So we're back. I've cut it off here. Now this is still a work in progress. We've had some issues getting ahead of youth development, was particularly one where I sort of just went, right, this guy will do. The wages these boys wanted were astronomical to come in as head of youth development. They were all wanting 16 grand a week. I don't think we have many players at 16 grand a week. So, you know, it's just one of those things where budgets between the two, between now where the game is sort of designed for and the 0102, it's one of those things that will sort of balance itself out after 2 or 3 seasons. Everything will be fine and dandy in that regard. Made some moves for some players, including a pre-contract offer for Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi's only 3-star potential. 3-star. So we've scouted basically half of Barcelona. You've seen me doing that through that time lapse. But yeah, so let's go through it. Obviously, I'm not very aware of who is current in the game and who was back then. So the only staff member we kept was John Brown. He's obviously, you know, an icon at Rangers. Has been for a long time. I think he's a scout in the current database, so it makes sense that if he was a coach back then, kind of does make sense. I'm sure he has had a number of non-playing roles with the club throughout the years. I'm not 100% sure on it all, but you know, he's outstanding. You know, see, he played with us till '96. No caps shown. I know he did have some caps, so we brought Miguel. Miguel is our new assistant manager. It does look like he is one of the ones that would be in the current database rather than the retro, but that's fine. We've got Cian Blair, who's came in as our sort of compromised head of youth development. He matched a number of stats, and he was willing to accept. So, there's that. We've got Andre Amitriano, who's came in as our goalkeeping coach. We needed one of them. We've got Marcos Alvarez as our fitness coach. We've got Gian, this guy, as a coach. We've got Ricky Sabri. Please tell me he was a coach at this point. He was. It's fine. We've got Ricky Sabrica. That guy. He's Scottish and I can't pronounce it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But he comes in as a coach. We've got John Brown, as I said, and we've got Mark Sale coming in as well. As I say, this is still a work in progress. We've got space for one more. We're going to kind of work that out. In terms of the medical team, again, we've got 2 out of the 4 physios. We've got Alistair Abite and Mark Gillette. And in the scouting department, we've got almost a full scouting team. We've got space for 3 more scouts. And it seems to be a bit of a mixed bag. In terms of the actual squad, we've been able to get Stefan Kloss a new contract. Of all the other ones that wanted a contract, nobody wanted to re-sign. The big loss will be Lorenzo Amoruso, who we probably will have to look at selling. In terms of contracts, who else expires next season? So everyone above this point, so you've got Alan McGregor, Billy Dodds, Lorenzo Amoruso, Tony Vidmar, Craig Moore, Andre Kaczynskis and Russell Lassipe. All of them have warranty symbols next to them. All of them we may need to consider selling. We do also need to get a backup goalkeeper. As you can see, Alan McGregor is kind of the backup just now. We've got Graham Smith and Thingy down below. Responsibilities training. Can I lead individuals for these 2, please, so I can get them down here? So yeah, we've got Graham Smith there. We've got Jasper Christensen as well. He's out on loan somewhere or other, but he could be decent. We'll see. And then we've got, you know, the under 18s and stuff. It's not great. I'm looking forward to getting into this. Let me know in the contract. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to leave this right here. I'm not going to touch it for 2 or 3 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away right now, make the thumbnail. I'm going to upload this on Friday, the 15th of July, if I'm right, 16th of July, which is tomorrow from point of recording. And I'm not going to touch it until after you guys have told me what positions I should be looking at, what kind of players I should be looking at. Now, I have, you know, done some various scouting and whatnot, as you've seen. Let's get your Mindaphone short list, please. You know, so I'm just going to kind of fly through these, kind of like you see. We're not getting Pillow One Shop, I can assure you that. Taribo West. Taribo West used to be an absolute boss back in the day. We could be in the process of losing Lorenzo Amoruso. Can we get into Taribo West? Nope, nope. There we go. I'm happy with all this. $6.25k a week. I think Taribo West, on a free transfer, you know, he's one of those guys that you had to get back in the day, wasn't he? I literally looked at all the free transfers. I offered him all trials. If you go back and you watch through the time lapse, I literally came in, I went like this, expired. I did untick that. That's maybe what I didn't do. Right, is there anyone else that would smash out ass? Probably not. Probably not. So that's all your free transfers. So Taribo West is the one we've got to go for. And I'm going for him. I would go for Pep. I'm tempted to go for Pep. Let's scout Pep. What clubs want Pep? Arsenal and Valencia, so yeah, it'd be a good buy. Still, even at 30. Eric Adu, I don't really know. So you let me know, because this year of database is one of the few FMs that I missed. I think I played 99 2000, and then I was CM4 and 03 04, I think. So anything in between that I kind of missed. That's my FM backstory, essentially. So you guys let me know. Who do you want me to sign? Who is going to be a boss? I have scouted Cherno Samba, because he's one that I know is another god tier striker in this game. Who should we sell? Again, you guys let me know that. Much love. And I'll hopefully catch you all later on for the next episode, where your comment will dictate how we're going to play this game, because I will get it Friday. Next episode will be uploaded on Monday, and I will record episode 2 on the Sunday, and then I'll start my sort of usual record ahead if you like. But I want you guys to have a bit of say in this. So much love, catch you all later, and thanks for watching.